So, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Mamel. So, this is my report about the glycogen. So, glycogen, like starch, is a polysaccharide contains only glucose units. So, by the way, so what is polysaccharide? So, polysaccharide, a carbohydrate that can be decomposed by hydrolysis into two or more molecules of a monosaccharide. So, it is a glucose storage polysaccharide in human and animals. Its function is though similar to that of starch in a plant. So, they say that the function this glucose storage polysaccharides, though similar to the starch in plants, and it is sometimes referred to as animal starch. So, liver cells and animal cells are the storage sites for glucose in human. So, this says that the liver cells and muscle cells that are the storage sites of glucose. A glycogen. So glycogen has a structure similar to that of amylopectin. So by the way, what is amylopectin? So amylopectin is a highly branches polysaccharides, a major component of a starch, composed of the glucose unit linked by a 1 1 to 4 and a 1 to 6 glycosidic bonds, forming a complex tree-like structure, like tree the tree like the tree structure. Yes. So all glycosidic linkage are of the type, the A type, and the both 1 to 4 and 1 to 6 differ in the number of glucose units between branches and in the total number of glucose unit present in the molecule. Glucose is about 3 times more highly branches than the amylopectin, and it's much larger with up to 1 million glucose unit present. So they say this: the glycogen has a similar structure by the amylopectin, and it is, but the glycogen is much difference between amylopectin compared to the glucose presence units. So they say that the glycogen is much, it's much 3 times more highly branches than amylopectin, but they say that it is a similar structure, similar, so a little bit same with the glycogen and amylopectin. So move to the amount of the stored glycogen in the human body is relatively small. Muscles tissues is approximately 1%. Glycogen liver tissue 2% to 3%. So, however, this amount is sufficient to take care of normal activity glucose demands for about 15 hours. So, they say that a glucose amount present in the human body is very small, that the muscle tissue is containing only 1%, and also the liver tissue is containing 2 to 3%. But they say that this percent, the small percent, is sufficient to take care of the normal activity glucose demands for about 15 hours. So, when excess glucose is present in the blood, normally from eating too much starch, the liver and muscles tissues convert the excess glucose to glycogen. So, which is then stored in this tissue. So they say when excess a glucose is present in the blood, normally from eating too much, so they say that if you are eating too much starch, the glucose will exist, and then the liver and the muscle tissues convert the excess glucose into glycogen. So which is then stored in this tissue. So whenever the glucose blood level drop, so they say whenever the glucose drop due to exercise, fasting, or in normal activities, some stored glycogen is hydrolyzed back to glucose. These two opposites, these two, these two opposing process are called glycogenesis and gly- glycogenesis and glycogeni- glycogenolysis, the formations and decompositions of a glycogen respectively. So they say that whatever you do, if the blood, whatever you do, um, uh, whether the drop, glucose blood level drop due to exercise or etc. Hmm, uh, some stored glycogen is hydrolyzed back to glucose. So this say that there are two processes are called the glycogenesis and also the glycogenolysis, the formations and decompositions of glycogen respectively. So this the glucose and also the glycogenesis and back to glycogenolysis. I mean I mean glycogenesis and also glycogenolysis then to glycogen. So that's all about the glycogen, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.